Amigos, welcome back. Today you're gonna see some irrigation, atrocities upon cities. Always gets it done. Look at check it out. Atrocious irrigation is what we usually call it. Always working with manifolds. You can tell when I open up the water, you'll see one of the tees is gonna start leaking. It isn't always is such an easy task. This took more thinking than it did just getting the job done. I went and thought about it for maybe a day and a couple hours, and then I made my decision of how I was gonna change it. It actually ended up being a last minute decision, 24 hours of thinking. In the last minute I changed it, but we got it done. Final cuts I never really measure anymore. I think I waste time by measuring. I just give it an eyeball, and if anything goes wrong, then I fix the problem. But everything went good here. We came by, we had to change this tee. It was a good friend of mine that I've worked for many years already. He always recommends his customers to me. He told me, you know what, I'm getting a little older and it's harder to get on my knees. So guess what? I'm going to go ahead and send her over to you and see if you can check her out, make sure that you get the job done. And we're always grateful. So thanks again. I don't think he watches our videos, or if he does, he makes sure he tells me he doesn't. So we'll go ahead and keep continuing on this video. The manifold, you'll see everything just goes wrong. You're going to be seeing how we go ahead and change the gaskets too. Sometimes it leaks because of the twisting or the sun. Everything just affects it, but we get it done out here, so we'll continue and checking out how it goes out so far. Alright fellas, so you see me turning them on, turning them off, making sure that whatever's leaking we can go ahead and go change. We all went ahead and did plenty of changes out here. We ended up changing the timer, we ended up changing many different things. You can tell how they leak as soon as you open them, and I think it's just because they're always directed in direct sunlight and different things. People trying them. When you break a sprinkler, you try them out, but you can simply see what we do. We unscrew, we turn off the water, we unscrew everything, we take out the gasket, and we replace it. So it's not always an easy task. You could lose a screw. It always comes with new screws, a new solenoid filter, different things that you can be able to replace. So it's a great advantage for some people that, if you don't know what's leaking and it's a simple fix, then you can simply fix it. If not, you're gonna have to go replace the whole valve. It just depends what's wrong, and this is a better valve. Some people buy the cheaper valve, so they don't buy all the replacements that you can do. It just depends which one you buy. So let's keep working on it, and we'll see if it works at the end. Alright fellas, so you just see me use the Ryobi right here. I simply go easy. You don't want to go too hard. It's just like changing a tire. You go around, don't go little by little, and then you go back and making sure that you simply tie them all back in. You don't want to press too hard. You'll break the new gasket. It's just rubber. Or you'll simply strip the screws. Sometimes I strip one or two and I'm like kind of mad, so I use one or two of the old ones, and it's okay. It's still good screws. It was just the gasket that was messed up, but as always, you don't want to do that. It's not recommendable, but if one or two go ahead, I did it to one out of so many that I changed, so it's okay. We're gonna see how good it works. We're gonna make sure that everything changed. We went ahead and changed the timer. We reorganized everything. It was, I guess, the other way around, so we just made it the way we know, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Before it was the other way around. Now it's different, but that's what comes with us. We make sure that we organize it the way we see it. And even though the gardener might be like, hey, well, why did you change it? I'm like, hey man, that's the way it's built. So we go from there. The timer was easy to change, and we did good. So thanks again to All Valley Lawn Care. They did great for the recommendation. Maybe I'll buy him a coffee bean or anything that he'd like, something like that for the recommendation, and he'll keep calling us back. And sometimes he gives us jobs. He has a couple homes that he takes care of, and he always offers new jobs and clients to us, so we're very grateful. We'll show you the end result, and then we're going to go change a couple more valves from another people that we take care of also. We started with a simple valve fix, and today we've done cleanups, we've done landscapes, we've done so many things for them. So there you have it. Already brand new, changed, turned on. There's no more leaking. So that's what we are here to do, and that's what we do best. We do great irrigation work. I've been blessed to have so many years of irrigation. Today it's so easy and simple for us. What used to be so hard is now very easy, and we'll go to the next job. You'll see how it works. Everything looks good, already opened, already working on it. We found out that the valves are leaking, and the same thing, we're gonna do our best at making sure that we dig all around it. And when I come in, it's gonna be 4 new valves and a 2 gate valve, and there you go. So let's get to it, amigos. Amigos, so there you have it. You know, we're gonna start changing it. You already saw the video. And the hyperlapse, well, it wasn't a hyperlapse, but it was a little fast motion. You can tell they used those screw yourself things out there. You know, they have those inserts now. There's different things that you can do in irrigation now, but this is just more places to leak, so we replaced the whole manifold and are gonna replace the shutoff valve. So there we are. You know, we're already progressing. We're already cutting. Usually I cut the whole old manifold off all with one cut. Like that, I start over. One time a guy told me I was getting so good, he thought I could just start backwards, and I took it into consideration. Today I usually work with irrigation backwards. I don't know if a lot of you might understand or not, but people that are in irrigation, you know that I can do a whole irrigation job and start backwards. You know, the last thing I have to hook up is the water. I just know exactly what I'm doing, and like I say before, I don't have to make extra cuts or different things like that. So thanks for everybody that watches. You know, when it comes to valves, Hunter, Rainbird, it's all the same. You know, it's gonna leak if it's not covered right, it's gonna leak, and that's it. You know, same thing with K valves. No matter what you buy, over time you have to replace it. So thanks again, amigos. Stay healthy. AUC, amigos.